Hey friends, John here from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances, and today we're going to be looking at Ralph's Club Parfum. If you would, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you got the notifications turned on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. So Ralph's Club Parfum is actually not the newest one in the line, although it is a 2022 release. They've already issued out the newest flanker, Ralph's Club Elixir. I don't have it or a sample of it yet, but I've never done the Parfum. I do have first impression video and I think a full review of the original Ralph's Club Eau de Toilette. This fragrance is in the aquatic woody genre. It is in the wheelhouse of Invictus, in the wheelhouse of Rosassi Hawass, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, YSLY. All of those fragrances have, they've all got the same kind of DNA. It's kind of a woody, aquatic, little bit citrusy with some fruity notes, some aquatic notes, some woody notes. They all kind of smell very similar. They're probably all based upon the same DNA profiles. Of all of those, again, Invictus Aqua or Invictus, I've never been a fan of the Invictus line. It's a little too top heavy, a little too bubblegummy sweet, a little bit too light on the base and the woods. YSLY line, sort of similar to that. It is a good blue, light blue fragrance, but I've just never really been a huge fan of that line. I do like Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. I do like Rosassi Hawass, although I've never bought a full bottle. Again, it's just good, not great. But I really do like Ralph's Club. The Ralph's Club line amps up the woods and kind of makes it a more masculine take on that fragrance DNA. So let me get you my thoughts on Ralph's Club Parfum. So I've got the opening on my right hand, got a dry down on my left hand. While I let the alcohol dissipate for a minute, let me tell you the marketing on this. Ralph's Club Parfum by Ralph Lauren is a woody, spicy fragrance. Again, I call it more of a woody aquatic. But you know what? Actually, this Ralph's Club is not real aquatic. There's a little bit, especially in the dry down, it gets a little bit more of that salty nature to it, but a sweet, woody, spicy fragrance. That's a good description of it. Let's see. Ralph's Club Parfum was launched in 2022. Nose behind it is Dominique Ropion. Top notes are lavender, apple, and grapefruit. Middle notes are clary sage, geranium, and orange blossom. Base notes are vetiver, Virginia cedar, patchouli, and cashmere. So this opens up with a really nice citrus, green, kind of rindy, citrusy top note. It's grapefruit. That's why it comes across a little bit bitter, but it's a very juicy kind of rindy, citrusy note. Very nice. You've got a nice apple note that's blending really well. And then there's a lot of, or I wouldn't say a lot of lavender, but there's a good dose of lavender here to give it the masculine appeal and edge. As you get more into the mid and the herbal essence, the floral essence kind of come out, kind of, takes a little bit of the sharpness off of the top, kind of widens it out, starts smelling, very good. And in that moment, to me, where the Ralph's Club EDT, the original, reminds me more of I would say Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, and kind of a little bit more towards Invictus. To me, Ralph's Club Parfum leans a little bit more towards the YSL Y line, particularly the Eau de Parfum or the Parfum. I remember when I sprayed it for the very first time, I thought, that reminds me of YSL Y. And I remember the very first time I sprayed the Eau de Toilette, Ralph's Club Eau de Toilette, I thought, that reminds me of, Hawas, Invictus, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. So, I don't know if that was by design. What I noticed on Fragrantica that a lot of folks, all of those fragrances are mentioned as this reminds me of, but more people tend to think that Ralph's Club, even the Eau de Toilette, remind them of the YSL line. And I can see that, but to me, the Eau de Toilette leans a little more towards Legend Spirit, where the Parfum that we're reviewing today, it does smell a little bit more like YSL Y. As it dries down, it does get a very good woody base. That is one of the reasons why I prefer the Ralph's Club line. Like I said, of all of those in that similar genre, similar wheelhouse, my two favorites is Ralph's Club, followed by Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Then after that would be YSL Y. After that would be Rosassi Hawas, and last would be Invictus. What I like about the Ralph's Club line is the woods are much more pronounced, and like the vetiver, the cedar, the patchouli, all those things come out, and it just makes it a more beefy, masculine scent profile. Now, my problem with the Parfum, I don't think there's any way that this is actual Parfum concentration. To me, it doesn't perform as well as the Eau de Toilette. The projection is okay, it's good. I don't know that it's better than the Eau de Toilette. You get kind of a reminder of the Eau de Toilette. They are quite a bit different. The orange blossom is really pronounced in the Parfum. The projection is good on both of them, but to me, the scent trail, the sillage, it's good. It's good on both. I think the sillage may be a little better on the Parfum, but the performance, the actual longevity, I get better longevity out of the Eau de Toilette than the Parfum. And that's the opposite of what you would want out of a Parfum. So, I don't know. Parfum, it may be just the name of the fragrance and not the actual concentration level. I couldn't find anything on Ralph Lauren or the marketing, for this perfume as to what the actual concentration is. If you know, let me know. I think it's a good release. I would not buy a full bottle because I have a good bottle of the Eau de Toilette. I think if you are new to Ralph's Club, just sample them both and see which one you think smells better. They're redundant. You would not need both of them. I'm going to stick with Eau de Toilette. I haven't smelled the elixir yet. I would like to get it and see. If I do, I'll do a review on that. But those are my thoughts on Ralph's Club Parfum. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this line, as well as let me know what you think it smells the most like. There's a lot of debate. Invictus, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, YSL Y, Hawas, or something totally different. Maybe it smells like light blue or whatever. So that would be one that is in that similar wheelhouse. Versace, Pour On, things like that. So, all right. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Till we see you down the road, we say God bless. Frag on, Frank.